Give it up.
What you talking about, Willis?
Bald motherfucker.
I'm a bald grandmotherfucker sometimes.
Your head it's like shiny and hypnotizing, like a full moon.
Well, that's what I do, brother. I do.
Yeah, I had some funny shit that I was going to talk about, but I'm going to take a U-turn and throw this out there. Seen a lot of stuff about punching Nazis.
Fuck yeah.
And it got me thinking, I have a friend who looks like a Viking. He's like your build. He looks scary as fuck, but he's a big sweetheart. And we were talking one time while we were streaming, and he was telling me about his life before I knew him. And it turned out that he used to be a hardcore racist.
Wow.
Like, down with the hardcore, the whole fucking scene, right? And it really blew my mind. And I asked him, what happened in your life? Where did that change? And he goes, I changed who I hung out with, but not on purpose. It wasn't consciously, but I met some people that thought completely the opposite of me, but they still accepted me. They didn't like what I believed, but they understood that beliefs change and people change. And because they didn't reject me on what I believed, I spent time with them and they rubbed off on me, and I learned from an example, and that is what changed my mind. They didn't come back at me with the hate that I was like holding on to. They came back with the opposite of hate. And it showed him a side of himself that he didn't know was there. And nowadays I just see a lot of hate, and hate feeds on hate. So you just gotta watch your appetite. Shit can change. Yeah. Now something hopefully funny. Certain terms that get stuck in my head, and then shit happens that helps me understand it a little bit more. And the term that got stuck in my head was death by misadventure. And something about that doesn't sound right. A little bit later, no shit, I'm in Lake Elsinore. I see a guy falling from the sky. He's wrapped up in the parachute because they do skydiving out there. And I'm watching, right? I'm like, holy shit. And I'm like, death by misadventure is how on the news they want to say this person died doing something stupid. But I saw that guy wrapped up in the parachute and he's panicking. He's in there. I'm like, no, that's not misadventure. He didn't miss the adventure. He's living the fucking adventure. He's hitting that adventure head fucking on. That's not death by misadventure. That's death by adventure.
Woo! In that shit.
Death by misadventure is when you don't take the risk and you miss the adventure altogether.
Fuck yeah, dude.
I don't want to die by that kind of misadventure. Death by misadventure makes me think of like visions of Indiana Jones in a retirement home, so sad, missing his adventure, and he dies from misadventure. That's, Steve Irwin died by adventure.
Yeah.
Granted, it was just snorkeling, but it was adventure. It wasn't misadventure. That's what I gotta say about that. I think I'm done.
Fuck
Yeah. We're gonna hand this show over to fucking this guy.
We're gonna bring him up. Bring him up, man. Bring him on up.
Love you guys. Thank you.
Guys, give it up. Rob Wells. Let him hear it.